Oh, well, that's disappointing, isn't it? I was expecting Christian this morning because I didn't do my normal ticket. I spent a bit more money and I had a ticket on that double up. So I'd gone for the Ineos Grenadier and the Mini Cooper S and the 50 grand. And I ended up in, I'm pretty sure that was Zone 3, right on the edge there of Zone 2. Might be on the edge of Zone 2, but it's still Zone 3. So that counts as a Zone 3. But only just. So yeah, if you remember from last week, our cluster was around this area. So to be fair, our cluster was pretty good there. Most of us had gone in this area. So I more or less left it where it was. We had one higher up here, one much lower down here. But they balanced each other out. What's going on? There we are. And we had two over on the right here, which I think I left in, if I remember rightly, from Saturday's video. I didn't necessarily agree with them because I thought these two were looking sort of up in this direction. I couldn't see how those two came into play, but it was always that possibility that the judges would go there, so I left them there. But yes, that's what I ended up. Not far out, but, you know, way too far out to be of any benefit to me. I didn't win anything, obviously. But yeah, sort of right direction from both of them. But I don't know, it's probably 100 pixels out, is it? Where was I? Let me have a look at the scores on the doors here. Vertical wise, I was 792 and the winner was 892. So yeah, it's 100 pixels out. Doesn't look a lot on the screen, but yet 100 pixels away. And then left to right, I was 3033 and they were 3015. So what's that? 15, 18. So 18 pixels out on the x-axis. So yeah, I mean, I had the right idea. Just joined them up too far away, didn't I? There we are. Can't be helped. I haven't looked at the video yet. I can see the guy looks like he's won a Porsche. So I will watch that after. Sometimes I don't watch it for a couple of days later. And they always seem to be nice people, don't they? It's very rare you watch one of these videos, winners videos, and think, well, that bell end didn't deserve to win. But they're always nice people. And you think, yeah, fair play, you deserve to win that. All right, let's have a look at what the judges did then. So, here's the judges video, and it's, to be fair, it's quite a tight little cluster there, isn't it? I mean, there's hundreds of pixels between the top right and the bottom left. But I mean, they're all in the same sort of area from where these two are looking, so it sort of makes sense. It's like an expanded version of the cluster that we had. They're just sort of further out than where we were. There's one on its lonesome down here on the right. Is that far enough out from the cluster to take it out? Yeah, I mean, I guess it might be. For me, I would take it out on the basis that, you know, he's looking up this way and so is he. So to me, it doesn't really make that much sense it being over there. But, you know, I don't think it's that far out from the cluster. But would I take it out? Yeah, I would, yeah. I don't think it's going to make that much difference because it's only the one. It's not that far away. So it's only going to move that slightly, that winning average cross. Having said that, that means they're different winners. You know, if they left that in, somebody else would have won. But there we are. Let's have a look at this week's picture then. I've had a quick look. I've chucked my first random cross in. Right, here's my first cross of the week, which may be terrible or may be spot on. Who knows? We don't know yet, do we? And I've had to change my my choice of cars. Somehow I've ended up in the bronze tier this week. Well, the last couple of weeks I haven't been in any tier at all because I haven't spent a tenner in a month. But I think I spent a few more quid last week, so I ended up in a bronze tier, just about scraped in. Now, when I was in the bronze tier regularly before, I always went for the BMW X1. Because I would keep that, but that's now gone from the bronze tier, so the best I could go for was the Golf GTE, which is a bit of a hybrid and does 80 odd miles just on electric, plus it's got a petrol engine. Well, it's only about 7.5-8 miles to the office, and they've got 2 chargers in a car park, so I just charge it every other week in a car park. Right, why have I gone where I've gone? Because I've had a quick look and I've tried to line up all 3 players here. There's another player here right over on the left. But by the time I've blown this picture up so you can see it on the screen, you might not even be able to see that player on the left. I don't know. But let me draw some lines through mine to see how they look. So I've gone in that direction from this player on the left, because I think he sort of could be looking in that direction. He's looking up in front of him, looking at the Scrabble that's going on here. These two are fighting for it. The guy on the left, the guy in the middle, both sort of shoving each other out of the way, trying to get to the ball. Looking at their faces, I think it's really close to them, or quite close to them then. So if I draw some lines from the Mexican, because he's looking, there's quite a lot of white on the left of his eyes, so he's looking quite sort of, quite to his right. So if I go through my cross, only because it makes it easier for me, it looks like he could be looking in that direction. That's okay. Wasn't too sure about this guy at the back, where he was looking. To me, he was looking lower than where that ball is, but he's further back, so it's going to be exaggerated. So if I draw lines as well from him up through my cross, does it make sense? Not entirely sure it does, but if I look at his eyes, there's more sort of white towards the bottom half of his eyes than the top, so he is looking up and he's further back, so possibly, and it's in front of these two, so it's probably a fair distance away from him. So yeah, so that's what I am at the moment. That's the one that makes sense. Either way, I think if you look at this triangle that the goalposts have got there going on, it's going to be in there somewhere, isn't it? Which means nothing, because there's thousands of pixels in there, literally thousands. But yeah, that's sort of, at the moment, that's where I can get all three to sort of more or less line up. I don't think it can be much further away, because he's looking quite sort of sharply to his right. Oh, gringo. So that's where we are. What's that number? 20691230. That'll be the first cross of this week. Rubbish or excellent as it may be. Okay then. Revcomps. Don't get me started. Right, let's go over the Revcomps. Now, you may remember a couple of weeks ago I said my mate Ryan in work suddenly started, because of me, it's my fault, suddenly started playing Revcomps. And that was on a Saturday night. The following Wednesday, he told me he'd won this. Diamond or £6,000, he took the £6,000. Then you remember that last week, and I think you already know what's coming, last week, he won again. He won a gaming PC, which has now been delivered. I don't think he set it up yet, but he's now... This morning, I logged into my work's laptop at about 8 o'clock, because I'm working from home today. Within minutes, I get a message off Ryan with a GIF dancing about saying 3 is a magic number. I said, what have you won now? And then he gave me this. He's now won a watch. Swatch, Amiga, Mission, On Earth, Lava. And I said, how did that happen? He said, well, I bought tickets last minute. He said, I fancied a watch. He said, and they were ending last night. So he bought 5 on one watch and 1 on this watch. And won this one. I think he said it was worth about 250 quid. So, I mean, it's not a fortune, but it's still a free £250 watch, isn't it? And funny enough, he'd only bought 1 on the Diamond as well. So he bought multiple tickets on multiple prizes. But the ones that keep winning for him, apart from the computer, which he'd bought 10 tickets for, the Diamond and this were both 1 on 1 ticket. So... yeah, he's getting on my nerves now, if I'm honest, to have won 3 times in 3 weeks. He has bought a lot of tickets, mind, and I don't begrudge it. I mean, he paid his money. He took the chance. He has spent a lot of money on tickets. Having said that, he's only the 2 he's won on has been on 1 ticket, and he was already up after the first week for winning £6,000. So I mean, he wasn't spending his money after that, was he? Which is why he keeps talking about, oh well, if I don't win this week, I'm gonna cut back. But he's not going to cut back, is he? When you've won 3 weeks in a row, you're not going to cut back on anything. So let's have a look, because I'm winning bugger all. Right, next live draw, Thursday. All I've got is 1 on this Kia Sportage. diesel. I've just got one ticket on that. That's all I went for. Didn't really fancy anything else. Then last night they added some more for next Monday. And there wasn't much here I would want to keep. This would have been the ideal one, this Tiguan R-Line, because it's the 4Motion. So it's the SUV 4Motion. But I wanted a diesel one because they're more economical, and this is a petrol. So I'm not going to bother with that. Going to give that a miss. Not bothering with this Ranger Wildtrak. Porsche, £200 a ticket. They're always the first to sell out, to be fair. But I have splashed out another couple of tickets on this RSQ8 Vorsprung Quattro. £70,000 cash alternative, so I got some on there. And I wouldn't have bothered with this RS3. It's not normally the car I would want to keep if it wasn't for the fact that tickets are relatively cheap, £2.5, and I had some credit to use, even though I didn't win any last night. But it comes with 10 grand, and I thought, yeah, as much as it's going to cost an arm and a leg to tax and insure and run, you know, if it's 10 grand coming with it, why not? And I had some credit, so I thought, yeah, I'll grab 3 tickets on that, £7.5. So that's what I did. So unusually though, there's 7 vehicles on Thursday's draw and only 5 next Monday. But they have got a habit of adding some of them last minute, so they may add another one on you last minute. Who knows? Tomorrow night, as you know, I think I mentioned it last week, there's no bikes in the other draws, so they're just doing a bike night tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, is it? Yeah, Wednesday the 19th, yes. Just a bike night tomorrow with 6 bikes. And auto draws, I've got nothing on here except this one's finishing tonight. This Mercedes A220, and I said all along that would be an ideal commuter because it's £20 a year road tax, because it's pre the 2017 tax changes. So it's 20 quid a year road tax, and the Mercedes claim is that it does 65 to the gallon. So it'll probably do about 50. But still, that's brilliant commute back and forth to work, you know, bit of comfort. Other than that, I haven't played on any of the others yet. And there's still a few vehicles as well that hasn't made it here yet. They're on the checkout page. So that's me so far. Yeah, I haven't bothered with the camper, although they're cheap tickets, or these others. I mean, I might see how it goes the rest of the week. But as of yet, I haven't. So, that's it from me. Let me know you got on, because I think quite a few of us were in that sort of area. So, I expect 1 or 2 of you done well. And leave a coordinate now for Saturday, so we can make another video, see what the average is. And I wouldn't be surprised, at all surprised, if by next Tuesday I'm telling you about Ryan's 4th win, because it'll be the 4th week he's played. Undoubtedly he'll win again. He seems to be a very lucky person. Anyway, cheers all, and good luck.